Hey, hey, hey. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Brothers here. Welcome. Welcome to our Sacred Wednesday Circle. This is a very special pre-recording. It's where I do a lot of my studying, getting ready for our, let's see, we probably have maybe 2 more solar immersions left. Ooh. But for today, here we are gathered around the fire of love, family. Let's go ahead and tune in, and we'll talk about the prana life force buffet that your brother has planned. Press the palms together. We're going to tune in with the sound current. Let's travel to the Nile. When we remembered the sacred sound current and how it could elevate our vibrations, so we stepped into ourselves as generators of beauty with our creativity. Yeah. And before we do take off, go ahead, you put your hands in prayer position, start that long, deep breath as I charge up the computer. Now let's synchronize that breath. First, all right, synchronizing that breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Follow along, it's easy to follow. Lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Play with the pitch as well when you're at your own place. Play with that pitch, you find where it feels good, and that is your frequency in the source of creation. Inhaling. Feel the vibration in the sternum with your thumbs, knowing that you're vibrating the vagus nerve, opening your nervous system, allowing you to step into that creative ability. Inhaling. Last time. One more for the 4 directions. Inhale. Relaxing the shoulders, press the palms together, feel the balance, feel yourself as that vibratory container. Exhale out the mouth. Relax the hands down, let them stay face up, engage the thumb and the index finger like so. And just keep yourself in that long, deep breath, hearing the mantra. Man, mind, Trang, projection, if it's your first time hearing that word. A technology in yoga that is utilized to direct the mind, to have that sense of self-control. Talk a little bit about our journey today. Our topic is dissolve distraction into successful guidance. How to dissolve distraction into the power of being successfully guided. Guided by what, Aka? Guided by that infinite intelligent presence within that we identify as your soul. Yeah, you're one with that, and it'll take care of everything for you, meaning you can take care of everything. You've been given the capacity. And so we'll talk about and get into the embodiment of this one practice that activates the inner technology of life. And we'll speak just a bit about the energy in our society, this one aspect of it that It's kind of in the title, but that will contribute to us not being able to hear that inner guidance, causing the nervous system to build up with energy. And that energy becomes stagnant, and then we experience the overwhelm, we experience the anxiety, we experience the confusion, we experience the lack of knowing which way to go and what to do when. Yeah. So the one thing you've often heard me talk about it, that will allow you to access the ability to dissolve distraction, give you the vibratory energy to dissolve distraction, and then to hear the inner guidance that will bring you the awareness of how inspiration is bubbling within you. Intuition is sending you the signals of what to do. Yeah, how to do it. And synchronicity is bringing you everything you need. Right? Everything you need to fulfill that inspiration, to utilize that intuition. It's right there. With every, and here it comes, the power that allows you to dissolve the distraction with every breath. So, here's the assignment. It's multi-layered. We're going to get 2 layers today. And we've been focusing in on this. As you know me, I like to focus in on things so we can embody it. Maybe it's my Capricorn nature. The breath. When you feel your consciousness awaken on the pillow, begin consciously breathing. See if you can hold it throughout the day until you return your head to the pillow to release consciousness. Level 1. Level 2. Begin to have that conversation with your soul as you're breathing. What are we here for? And I'm asking you to move into that pronoun we. So there's an acknowledgement that your soul is not out there somewhere or somewhere and you're talking to it. You're one. And you're able to have this conversation of oneness that is liberating. When focused on the technology, and for us, we're accessing the technology of the breath. Okay? All right. So that you can activate your inner, your IGS. Activate that inner guidance system. Yeah, so that you can. I was hesitating a moment, thinking it was kind of egotistical, but delete all that. Choosing the labels that we can create with. So diving into the breath consciously, you're moving yourself to your higher centers. So now you're wiring yourself to be in alignment with this essence of your being that is infinitely intelligent, infinitely creative, and has a mission for being here on earth at this time. And you can tap right into it when the nervous system is free flowing and allowed to be one with that breath. And therefore, you'll know exactly what to do. Even if the mind cannot conjure or figure out or calculate, you'll know what to do. And that's the beauty of it. So signal is coming now. Let's drop in series of breathing practices to nourish us along the path of walking focused. Yeah. And I'll tell you about one thing that really breaks down that focus, that promotes distraction. But let's get into some activation before we talk about the enemy of focus. Okay, come with that spine nice and tall. Hands are on the knees if you're sitting in a chair. Slide them to your shins if you're sitting in easy pose on your mat. And we'll begin wide circles, opening up that connection between the lower abdomen and the hips, the lower back and the hips, opening up wide circles as if your heart is the hand holding the spoon of your spine, stirring the bowl of your pelvis. Inhaling forward, exhale back. Feel the massage on the tailbone. You're sitting in a chair, maybe a little more challenging, but just really feel the wide circles. Inhale, center. Exhale, reverse directions. In our summer solar breath series, we're really focusing in on the breath and tuning into the energy that we're connected to, like the leaf to the light of the sun. We're connected to this consciousness of creation. So important. As I created the immersion so that we can dive into the practices deeper. And now what's coming up, you'll find in your inbox shortly, is a challenge so that we can begin to see ways to embody these practices in our life. So go through, the first challenge will be about 3 days, and we're going to work on releasing the habit of snacking. Inhale, center. Exhale. To experience what it is to shift the pattern while focusing on being nourished by the life force. Yeah, so we're going to move into some of the practices that are around intermittent fasting. We're not going to be fasting, but there will be somewhat of a fast because we will dive into releasing the snacking patterns. Now, this is intended to be an educational experience. So some of us may need to maintain our blood sugar. So we're not looking to take away the healthy ways in which you nourish yourself. We're looking at those ways. I said healthy way of nourishing yourself for a particular reason. We're looking at the ways in where we know we need to shift the patterns around the way we bring things into our body, recognizing that some of those practices are habits that don't necessarily serve our health and well-being. All right, so you'll hear more about that. Yes. And that'll be a free adventure, And then for those that want to go deeper into it, I'm formulating a 14-day challenge that will lead us into the equinox, so that, again, it's not necessarily about the cleansing as much as it is about becoming aware of the way we can shift and dissolve the distractions and move successfully into the guidance that allows us to hear exactly what we need to do when. Yeah, so we're going to go 14 days this way. We're together, it's part of our life, and we really get into it. We'll arrange it around sadhana time, so it can be a challenge. But we'll be able to start our day and really tune in to the experience of setting the tone of the day. And how does that contribute as a technology, as an inner spiritual technology that allows us to really focus in on experiencing our ability to set up the conditions to experience beauty, abundance, inspiration, synchronicity, all from the comfort of this human body. All right. Continuing with our breath, got a little sidetracked there. Bring your hands to your knees, shins if you're sitting, and begin spinal flex. So since we're here for a short time, I really want you to have the breath be dynamic. Feel the movement of the pelvis, like directed by the breath. Squeezing the belly button towards the spine as you exhale, opening up the belly button away from the spine as you inhale, feeling the abdomen opening almost as if the breath is stretching and spreading the bones of the pelvis, creating a stretch in the sacroiliac joint, the joint between the sacrum and the hip bones, creating a stretch across the pubis symphysis, right? That where the right and left hip bone come together in the front. Just around that area of the nadis of the lower dantian, at 1.5 inches below the belly button. But feel the movement for now. Feel the opening of the pelvis, really activating this first and second energy centers. There's some, I believe, I've come out of the closet about loving numbers. I really feel there's a layer of awareness that numbers have the potential to bring us, as well as other windows into the language of the universe. But I think numbers are a very universal language that we've been blessed to use in our civilization. Inhale nice and tall. With the muscles of the pelvic floor. Exhale out the mouth. Allow yourself to drop into a long, deep breath while I talk about the spinal flex for a moment. This is a breath, especially when you apply that very energetic breath, you're able to clear this central channel. The main central channel, Shushmana, Shushumna, I still have a way you want to. And then there's two peripheral channels. The left side is the Ida, and the right side, Pingala. These three channels work together. They're very important for allowing the nervous system to flow freely, allowing thoughts to flow freely without becoming congested energetically. And that's when the negative thoughts from the past begin to proliferate and the distraction begins to take place at the early stage of the nervous system being constipated, if you will. And then that leads towards a behavior. Now we'll talk about that primary distractor, which is technology. It's a double-edged sword, and it requires responsible use. Because if left unchecked, it will develop unhealthy habits and create patterns in our nervous system where we begin to crave its stimulation, and it will further stimulate the nervous system and move it deeper into distraction, overwhelm, overload, and the ability to hear intuition, to catch inspiration, and see the synchronicity becomes more and more challenging. And that brings a whole nother level of how shall I say it? As we say it in psychotherapy, psychotherapeutic language, it brings more disorder in the way we operate in our cognitive processes, the way we think, the way we feel, so forth and so on. All right, so to alleviate all that, focusing on the breath, let's get into it. What we're going to do is listen for a moment. Because in that moment, some inspiration was dropping in. So to counteract this wiring that technology has on us, because we have to use these devices and we need them so much with the shifting in the workforce and how we're using technology and how we're able to make a living, to clear the energy center. We're going to get into some Shakti prana, some really life force activating prana. All right, so come with the spine nice and tall. Drop into that long, deep breath. So let's really activate these core muscles. Bring the arms up, making a right angle at the elbow. Let's touch that sun finger. Upper arm is level with the shoulders. Inhaling left, exhale right. Speed is not important. I want you to feel how the hips are supporting the movement and how you feel your core muscles. And at home, any movements that you can do to activate these core muscles is really clearing and cleansing for this central channel. Inhale, center. Hold, lift the muscles to the pelvic floor. Exhale, raise the arms up. Shake, shake, shake. Hands on the knees. Inhale up with the shoulders, exhale down. Inhale up to the shoulders, up to the ears. Muscles of the pelvic floor, hold. Exhale. Shake the shoulders out. All right. Long, deep breath. Okay, sweet. So we're going to be opening up the heart center. 3 cycles breath. Opening up. We're going to hold the energy around our throat center. So the sense of clearing these communication channels, opening the flow of our creative ability to generate the energy that sets up the conditions to experience beauty, coming from the throat center. Yeah. Cupping the hands here, feel that energy between your palms as we breathe long and deep. Now, let's synchronize our breath. Inhale, exhale. 3 segmented breath. Inhale to begin. Out the mouth, nose, mouth. Feel your spinal flex. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Hold the breath out. Inhale, keep the hands cupped there. Through the nose. Long, deep breath out the mouth. Allow the breath to flow, shoulders relaxed. You can continue in the nose and out the mouth if that's comfortable for you. or just in and out the nose is fine. Feeling the effect of consciously breathing. Again, we're just snacking today. On Sunday, we got a full buffet. Buffet. We got a full buffet. Buffet. Ha! We got a full buffet. So now we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, vibrate the ribs. Let the upper arms come into the ribs, opening up and releasing any stagnation patterns from the past. Go slow at first. Let the breath be balanced. As you find your rhythm, then you can quicken the pace. If you need to reach out, like so, do so like that, but just come in and vibrate the ribs. You need to go a little lower. Find your place. Clearing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Reach, spread the fingers. Reach. Strong arms, strong body, strong legs. Sip some air. Squeeze. Exhale out the mouth. Shake, shake, shake. You're right, you can sweep your aura clean. Just sweep it, sweep it, sweep it. Releasing those patterns now. Such a beautiful time to release patterns, y'all. Face the palms up. Rest them on your thigh or your knees. Engage the sun finger, ring, and thumb. My ring fingers just vibrating. Itchy, itchy. Wow. Powerful business we got going on, y'all. Powerful business. It's my spirit brother, ancestor now, what do you say? Powerful, powerful Turtle Hawk. Miss you, Turtle Hawk. Long, deep breath. So as you're engaging this long, deep breath, I want you to just get into an imaginative space. Feel the flow of the air through the nostrils, but focus in on the left nostril as you inhale. And then now focus on the right nostril as you exhale. Continuing to focus on the right nostril as you inhale. Now imagine you are breathing out of the left nostril on the exhale. Imagine in the left. Now imagine exhale right. In right. Exhale left. In left. Exhale left. Pull the air out. Focusing on inhaling through both nostrils. Hold at the top. Exhale both nostrils. Pull the air out. Inhale through the mouth. Hold. Exhale through the nose. Hold it out. Inhale nose. Hold it in. Exhale mouth. Hold it out. Inhale mouth. Hold it in. Lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Sip a little air. Draw the navel point in and up if it's available for you. Feel the energy up your central channel. Feel it rise. Exhale out the nose. Breathe normally. Feeling the energy of the sun in the center of your palm. Allow your long, deep breath to flow as I do a little recap. So we focus today on dissolving distraction. Using the spinal flex along with working the muscles of your core, the Shakti prana, some would call it Bastrika type Shakti prana, life force prana. So when you're vibrating the ribs, you're really releasing those patterns of limitation that can cause or trigger experiences from the past that can distract. And we also talked about one of the number one distractions in our society, which is technology. So accessing the breath is a primary way to engage your higher energy centers and also to clear your nervous system so the energy centers can be activated. Yeah. And then when they're activated, you're open to the intuition. You're open to really see the inspiration and see the synchronicity, and life is happening for you. So circumstances are no longer the other distraction, overly concerned with the external world, which is a survival mechanism, and some of us need it. I'm not saying it's bad. We're just choosing in this coaching to be spiritually empowered by the experience of life, energetically empowered by the experience of life. Yeah. So you remember the homework assignment or the love mission or the soul mission was to feel yourself growing conscious and then focus on the breath until it's time to return to the pillow and release your consciousness. Beautiful assignment, which is a beautiful assignment, I was going to say. All right. Okay, family. So listen, Sunday, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, diving into more of this focus on the inner guidance system right? The IGS of our soul, and how to um, really cultivate your personal practice so that your day is in alignment with what you need to accomplish, right? So we'll touch on that when we write that down, creating the day. So bring your journals. All right. Okay, let's bring our palms together. Thank you so much for being here and watching these videos. They really are empowering for me to do, and I really feel honored that one or many of you may be interested in raising your vibration so that we feel really, really good about this world we get to pass on to our children, that we did our best to take care of it. You know, Mother Earth, as she's given us the opportunity to live. So let us pray out and have our little prayer for Mother Earth and for world peace. Thank you. Thank you, source of our being, for gathering us around this fire of love, for awakening the creative powers within and the way to be guided, and how to use them. So we no longer need to control anything on the outside, but we are focused on being self-governed and guided by our own soul. Thank you so much for this life force that comes to enliven and awaken us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you for this opportunity to create beauty or set up the conditions so beauty can express itself. Thank you for the clean flowing waters as we hear the children playing in them, being loved and washed and taken care of by hands that care, hearts that awaken to the love of our Creator, homes that are safe, homes that are built just the right materials to create a safe, loving environment so that solutions can be established that sets up the conditions for beauty to express freely everywhere on Mother Earth. Thank you so much for this energy flowing freely and bringing awareness to our purpose for being here to co-create together. We ask this for all our family and all our relations. Ashe, 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 and so it is. Sat Nam, truth is our identity. Namaste. Divinity in me bows to the divinity in you. I am because you are. Go out there, flourish, prosper. Bring some friends to the Sunday series, the Solar Breath series. We're going to have a good time as we wind it down and start getting into the challenges. All right? Allow ourselves to express the strength that we've been given to navigate this time. All right, family. Till Sunday. One love.